To the right of it, where you see the pilings, the posts in the water, close to dock. Everybody says IBM and Xerox. Remember, they invented all that stuff. Now the answer is the World Trade Center. Manhattan sticks out into the river at a square angle. That's not natural. She's been enhanced. Battery Park City. Anything dug out or destroyed in the 60s to dig a foundation for the Twin Towers. Essential landfill. Population has actually more than doubled since September 11th. We have more small businesses here. Fewer financial corporations. 6 of its most modern office buildings that terrible day. There were 5 replacement buildings originally planned. Money or commitments only to build 4, not even. 2 of the buildings are delayed indefinitely and scaled back. 9 to 1930, over 300 trains left per minute. 150 ferry boats a day. Again, this is 100 years ago. The crown's halo is 7 points. Want to enlighten the world about? Like the statue steel beams, like the Heinz ketchup downstairs. I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania, the Keystone State. In her left hand, not a book. That's a keystone. Every Heinz ketchup label has that shape. Look for the notch. Tells you, keystones are custom cut. Wider on the top, then in a stable democracy, laws should be applied equally. Rome, the great city of written law. Written on the keystone, Roman numerals. July 4th, 1776. The Declaration of Independence, the keystone of our democracy. But for women, for African Americans, we defaulted on the promise. Democracy, nothing but a dream deferred. Do you notice her breaking free of the chains of slavery at her feet? The hope was when our nation ended slavery would light the way for the world to follow. And she wears sandals. Hundreds thought the sculptor made a mistake. Now their reason, under Greek or Roman law, think of your ancient Greek. The Barons Island also has Snug Harbor Cultural Center, historic Richmond Town, the St. George Theater. A great World Trade Center memorial. You should visit Staten Island. It gets forgotten. Left side of that bridge is Brooklyn. Never forgotten. Plenty of attractions, too much attitude. Am I right, Brooklyn? Lady Liberty on the left was designed to face east to greet more than 22 million future Americans who sailed through. The sacrifices for you more than mom. Sculptor Frederick August Bartholdi's mom got her son. What we've got here was supposed to go at the Suez Canal entrance. Among the changes, Bartholdi super genius high-tech campus here, and they'll get a $100 million grant from the city and state to do it. Stanford from California is partnering with CUNY, City University of New York, the Stevenson Cornell Medical Center. Government subsidized housing for artists, a maritime high school, a theatric concert venue, firefighter school. Governor's Island. Fun enough to sail through a shooting gallery. On the right, the 2 miles. Imagine solid ice as tall as the new One World Trade Center. When that scrapes against the continent, debris left, geologists call a footprint. Can you spot a footprint 126 miles long? The cranes, red of Brooklyn, #1 port in the nation. On the left, the green Staten Island Ferry Terminal, the green Governor's Island Terminal. Between them, a Native American trading route made wider for wagons, so the British called it the Broad Way. It starts here at the Staten Island Ferry. The helicopter landing at the downtown Manhattan heliport. Also, the tree line esplanade above the highway on your right, Welby-er. Brooklyn Heights, featured in The Cosby Show and Moonstruck. And speaking of money, to the right of the red crane is Wall Street. Wall Street. And at the end of it, you'll see the steeple of Trinity Church, featured in National Treasure, here at the wall. April 1st, 1789, our congressmen on Wall Street for the first time. 2 weeks of debate, a draft of the Constitution's passed. At the end of the month, Washington was sworn in as the first president. So imagine, the birthday of our Congress is April Fool's Day. South Street Seaport is next, combination museum and shopping mall. The top sail on the tall ships like the Wavertree or Peking, in nautical slang is the skyscraper. It's a nautical term. Above Pier 17, my favorite building is Woolworth, the beige building with the points on each corner, a pointed green top. The Cathedral of Commerce featured in the movie Enchanted. Tallest in 1913, paid for in cash, no mortgage cash. The engine of the South Street Seaport is full. Lines hold a ship to a dock. A German immigrant, John Roebling, wondered if you could wrap steel like a ship's lines, what you could build. And the result of his thinking is the Brooklyn Bridge. It's getting a $500 million makeover. It's so famous because it's more than twice as long as any bridge built before it. The steel cable made the bridge possible. The steel cable made the elevator bridge. It changed the world. With your eye, go behind the warehouses, follow the ramp down. And the thing grew, industry grew, and they shrunk the river. There's so much landfill on both sides, this river is only half as wide today. Tobacco warehouses on your right, and a carousel, now part of Robert Fulton Ferry. On the Broadway Bridge next is the Manhattan Bridge. On the lower level, you may see the B, D, N, or Q subway. This is the Manhattan Bridge. The right side, Manhattan. There's that one tall red brick tower before you go under the bridge and stands above Confucius Plaza in Chinatown. South of Canal, Chinatown, Bay. If you're male 13 or older, raise your hands. Both hands, you're under arrest. While my Aunt Britons who began to petition the Crown to grant the American colonies their independence. We know the place on the right as the Brooklyn Navy Yard. Remember the Monitor. Remember the Maine. The Arizona sunk at Pearl Harbor, built here. During World War II, a little less than 86. Today, it's cement and construction, the garment industry, the diamond industry, breweries, and the largest motion picture studio in the U.S. outside of Hollywood. Studios. Men in Black 3 and the TV shows Damages and Pan Am. East River Park, built out of the rubble of World War II, Bristol and London, England. Convoy ships did not come back to the States empty. Rubble from the bombed-out cities was loaded into the cargo holds for ballast. Some was dumped here in beauty grown out of the ashes. You cross under the bridge, they renamed the section John Lynchey Park for the late mayor. It was once all East River Park. It's all being rebuilt. Celebrating its 48th year of rebuilding the Williamsburgh Bridge. With many engineering redundancies, maintenance money was directed elsewhere when New York was on the brink of bankruptcy in the 70s. That was finished 8 months early. The down buildings have become apartments and condominiums, a record 30% set for the middle class. And people are fishing on the right for striped bass, which is making a run here in the fall. So, are you... Queensborough Bridge, but only Ed Koch will use that name. Connecting the borough of Queens with 2nd Avenue, 59th Street. For the morning rush, the 59th Street Bridge. The evening rush, the Queensborough Bridge.